Want to know something that gets swept under the rug very, very often in the wrestling business, and especially in AEW? Adam Cole's AEW run. Adam Cole's AEW run, in my opinion, is probably one of the worst runs in the company's history. And the reason I say that is, first off, when you think back to when Adam Cole debuted, it was amazing. It was amazing in a moment. You know, one of NXT's biggest stars, one of, what I'm saying, he was in WWE on the main roster for a little bit, but he was mainly one of the biggest stars in NXT and a huge name in the wrestling business, finally making his way to All Elite Wrestling. At the time, it was amazing, but when you think about it, in hindsight, looking back, it's like, okay, he debuted, which was a great moment, interrupting the Elite, but also 5 minutes later, Bryan Danielson debuted as well. And when you really think of that, it kind of really overshadows Adam Cole's debut right then and there, having a bigger name debut. Because if Adam Cole himself would have just debuted that night at All Out, you know what I'm saying? He probably would have got a much bigger, you know what I'm saying? He would have been much bigger in the headlines, but it was overshadowed by Bryan Danielson. But even still, Adam Cole had a huge pop when he first debuted, and he was very over. And the first couple of months in his AEW run, I felt like that they could have threw him in immediately. They could have threw him in the world title pictures immediately, but they didn't do that. They had him feud with, I believe, was Orange Cassidy. Like, Orange Cassidy was one of his first feuds when he first came into AEW. But like, he didn't really do much. He was in a tag team with the Bucks. He didn't really do much, and it wasn't until like months after he debuted, when he got that big feud with MJF, headlined All In, Wembley Stadium. Even still, like, even though Adam Cole headlined Wembley Stadium with MJF, I just still feel like his AEW run was probably one of the worst. It was probably one of the worst, and I'm just going based off hype wise. Everybody was hyped, for Adam Cole to come to AEW. I was hyped to see what he was going to do in AEW. And it's like, he didn't do much at all, bro. He didn't do shit. Like, he didn't do much at all. Like, Adam Cole in AEW has to be one of the biggest busts of all time. And I'm just speaking facts, bro. I'm speaking facts. And, this might be an unpopular opinion, but it's just how I feel. And if you don't if you don't like my opinion, it is what it is. But man, I just feel like Adam Cole could have done a lot more in AEW, bro. Could have done a lot more. And I know he got injured. I know Adam Cole is injured now. But there was still a window where you could have done a lot more with Adam Cole, man. There was still that window of, I believe he was healthy for like a good year before he got injured, or at least close to it. And then you put him in this feud, in this faction with, Roger Strong, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, the Undisputed Kingdom, which, I mean, and let me not forget fucking Wardlow. You put him in his faction. He's supposed to be the leader of the faction, but he got injured, and now he's just like Adam Cole is a guy with one leg hopping around, and he it's not what I expected Adam Cole to be doing right now in AEW, but you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. I still feel like it's just there was a massive ball drop when it came to Adam Cole. Because, bro, you could have. He did win the Owen Hart. He did win the Owen Hart tournament as well. But like, still, and a lot of people saying that Adam Cole might be overrated. Now, I'm not gonna come up here and say that Adam Cole is overrated or Adam Cole sucks, because I'm an Adam Cole fan. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm not an Adam Cole fan. I've been an Adam Cole fan ever since the ROH days, man. Been an Adam Cole fan ever since the PWG days. And let's not forget his incredible NXT run, which, like, when I list all those things, you know, I would expect for him to have a much better run in AEW, but it's like, man, it fucking sucks to see like what he's doing right now, which is absolutely fuck all. Adam Cole, the last time we've seen him on television, he got buried by MJF. So yeah, and we're not even sure when Adam Cole is gonna even return from injury, or if he is even gonna compete in the square circle ever again, bro. Because that injury was a very, very bad injury, man. And you know, I'm not trying to hate, but if you really do think about it, what has Adam Cole really done in AEW that's meaningful since he's been there? Yes, I mean, yeah, like I said, he headlined All In with MJF, but other than that, what else have he done that's actually meaningful, that we can actually sit here and remember, that we can say, damn, he really left a mark in AEW? I can't sit here and say I can think of one off the top of my head. I really can't. And usually I can. Usually you can do that with wrestlers, especially wrestlers on a caliber like Adam Cole. But in AEW, he has not really done anything important. Is that an Adam Cole problem? I don't know. Is that a Tony Khan problem, booking wise? I don't know. It may be. And you know, a lot of things in AEW, sometimes they are booking. They are the problems of booking, and I feel like sometimes AEW lacks the ability of making things meaningful. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna go make a completely different video about this topic, but you know, AEW has an issue making a lot of things mean something. You know what I mean? They have difficulties making things meaningful in AEW when it comes to things like certain type of matches, blood, championships. But you know what I'm saying, we're gonna touch on that in a different video. But like I said, man, I really can't sit here and think of anything Adam Cole has done that put AEW on the map since he's been there. Unlike, you know what I'm saying, unlike guys like Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley has a lot of haters. John Moxley, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there that say John Moxley is overrated. But John Moxley has done so much for AEW, bro. John Moxley has damn near carried that company on his back, especially during the COVID era. So, I mean, you can't really say too much about John Moxley. And I mean, it's hopefully Adam Cole can, you know what I'm saying, have a resurgence, come back in AEW, and, you know, add into his history. But right now, man, I'm not really too impressed. Not really too impressed, man. But yeah, man. Until next time, I'll see y'all boys soon. Peace.